guys, and welcome to Awesome Bundesliga. We have Bayern Munich on the top of the table after beating Bayer Leverkusen. So let's analyze everything in the first match day of 2021, always with Radek Vegas. But I also want to know your opinion, so please leave a comment below in the comment section and you will have the chance to win a £10 free bet with Novibet. Besides, if you enjoy the video, do not forget to click on the like button, subscribe to our channel and click on the bell to get all the notifications. And now let's talk with Radek Vegas. New year and Bundesliga is back. This year we don't have the winter break, and we have with us Radek Vegas to analyze the 14th match day. Hello, Radek.
Hey, Eduardo, and Happy New Year 2021. And we're looking forward to the 14th game day in the Bundesliga.
Exactly. Last year, Bayern got the first position in the last game against Bayer Leverkusen. So let's see what we have for this first match day of 2021, starting with Arminia Bielefeld, Borussia Gladbach. Here we have Arminia, who got a very important victory against Schalke in the fight to avoid relegation, and now they are actually 4 points clear from this relegation zone. And Gladbach, Radek, they were not good at the end of the year. They lost at home against Hoffenheim, and we saw this really bad image of Turan spitting on the rival. So 4 winless games for them, but the odds tell us that they are really favorites for this game, only 1.62.
Yeah, that is very low, and was a pity that Turan was spitting on his opponent here. But yeah, that I think he was really emotional, and so yeah, he's now out of the game. And Gladbach was struggling. I think they didn't win one of any of their last 5 games, and so they have to start in the new year very, very much better than they finished the last one. The odds of 1.6 are a bit too low and dangerous, but I think for sure Gladbach is a better team here. And if we bet on them, we have to bet on Asian handicap -1 to get fair odds of 2.0. I would do that because Gladbach is an international playing team with ambitions to get to the top 4 again this year. It's gonna be hard because they have cup games and Champions League games, and so they are in the round of the last 16 teams in Europe, and that's why they have to beat a team like Bielefeld, who is in the bottom of the standings. And yeah, odds of 2.0. If Gladbach wins with 2 goals in advantage, we win. If they only win with 1 goal, we get our money back. That there is a draw or a win for Bielefeld is not that usual here. And so let's start good with a win of Gladbach in this season.
Exactly.
This year.
They needed 6 points away from the top 4 now. So this is a must win for Gladbach. It's gonna be tough for Bayer Leverkusen traveling to Frankfurt to face Eintracht. We saw how they lost their game in the very last minute. What a stupid goal they conceded against Bayern. They conceded the goal and they conceded the leadership of the Bundesliga after that beautiful volley scored by Schick. And Eintracht, they finally beat Augsburg, ending a really bad run, 9 games without a victory. So for sure, Leverkusen here is the favorite, 2.15 odds, but it's a tricky stadium to play.
Yeah, and Frankfurt is not bad. They only lost 2 games, and 8 draw, 3 wins. And on the other hand, Leverkusen lost their first game in the last game of the year 2020 against Bayern Munich. Both lost against Bayern Munich, and so yeah, it's dangerous for Leverkusen here. I think we find a little bit of value in bet on Asian handicap on Frankfurt. I don't think Leverkusen is winning this away game. They didn't lose a game on away places, but I think a draw is the most interesting thing here, with odds of 4.1 around. And I would bet a fourth of a unit here, not the whole bet size, because we are always looking to win 1 unit with each bet. And if we bet 1/4 of a unit here on a draw, we will win 4 times and win almost 1 unit without risking too much on betting on X, because if we bet on Asian Handicap Frankfurt, there is a much lower odd, and betting on Leverkusen is, in my eyes, not the best thing here.
Then let's go for a draw in this very interesting game. The next one is a battle to avoid relegation, Cologne, Augsburg. We were all very, very surprised when Cologne got a draw against Leipzig, but they are still only 1 point about the playoff area. They are improving though. In the last 5 games, only defeat was against Leverkusen and Augsburg. We just said how they were defeated by Frankfurt, but they beat Arminia Bielefeld. Before, it was a game more of their league. Only 1 victory in the last 7 games. Maybe this is why the odds for Augsburg are very high, 3.25. So Cologne is the favorite here.
Yeah, if we look at the odds, they are the favorite. I think they are almost equal, the teams, and the last 3 games between the two teams were 1-1. And so another interesting fact is that Cologne couldn't win a game out of the last 8 games against Augsburg, and I don't see them win here. Everything is leading to a draw here as well, but in this case I think the value is clearly on Augsburg, and I would bet on Asian Handicap on Augsburg with plus 0.25. That means if there is a draw, we win half the price, and we don't risk too much. I think we get odds of 1.85 on Asian Handicap plus 0.25 on Augsburg. That's my bet.
All right, let's go for Augsburg. Then next one is Hoffenheim, Freiburg, 2 teams that won in the last game day of 2020. Hoffenheim, we said it, how they beat Gladbach with Kramaric scoring again and Sessegnon. They are improving little by little, but they're still far away from Europe, 6 points. And Freiburg, they are in an amazing run, 5 games undefeated, 3 games in a row winning. And the last one was thrashing Hertha 4-1, very harsh result for the capital team. So Freiburg actually in form, although the odds are very high for Freiburg. Hoffenheim really favorite here with odds 2.05.
Yeah, and if we are betting on a trend, it's value bet on Freiburg, but I don't trust Freiburg here too much. They are a bit overperforming within the last 3 games. It's not usual for them to win 3 games in a row, so they did. Now they finish with winning. I think Hoffenheim has to strike back again and win this game because they're playing at home. And but Freiburg is always dangerous. It's a team where everything can happen. A draw in this game is also very, very attractive with 4.1 in odds, but I tend to a Hoffenheim win. Not being sure what's the best thing to do here, so I won't touch, because the Hoffenheim odds are a little bit too low, even if I think that they are the favorite, and so I'm not convinced to bet on them.
Then let's go for the next one of our favorite teams, Union Berlin. They are traveling to Bremen to face Werder Bremen, who beat Mainz. Very, very important victory in the last minute of the game, because they were in a really poor form and getting very close to the playoff and relegation area. Now they are 4 points above from the playoff, and they face Union Berlin, who beat Dortmund with that corner kicks, from set pieces. So their first victory in 5 games, but still they are doing great, still in European zone. Amazing job for the Berlin team, who is favorite here.
Yeah, and what is more surprising in their position number 6 is that they have the 3rd most goals in the league, with 27 scoring into the opponent's net, and conceded 18 goals is less than Bayern Munich. And so we have a really good appearance of Union Berlin in this season so far, which leads us to a clear favorite role of Union Berlin, but the odds are 2.5 on Union Berlin, so I think they can win this game. I would be a bit safe with an Asian handicap of minus 0.25. So if there is a draw, we only lose half of our unit, and we get odds of 2.09 if the odds can drop if we get closer to the game day. So yeah, everything over 2.0 is a good bet here.
We should always be aware of draws in the Bundesliga. We know that pretty clear, but the next one is I would probably, or should be, a home victory. I'm talking about Hertha Schalke. Schalke, they lost another opportunity to win a game against Arminia Bielefeld. It was kind of marking the calendar, but they lost again. So now salvation is 6 points away. And Hertha, I just said it, how they were thrashed by Freiburg, and they are also in the bottom part of the table. They have to react soon.
Yeah, and I always say Hertha is way better than they are in the standings, so they have to be much higher in the standings, but somehow they couldn't win games very often, only 3 wins. And after this big loss against Freiburg, where they conceded 4 goals. This is maybe a time to react in Berlin, to fire their coach Bruno Labbadia, because the expectations in Berlin are way higher. They are investing a lot of money. They want to be in the international spots, but I think they are out of sight at the moment. On the other hand, Schalke has a new coach, and old coach, good known Huub Stevens, is back for the 4th time in Schalke, and he is the only hope Schalke has to stay in the league. And now they had about 2 weeks to practice under Huub Stevens, and I think what Huub Stevens is famous for, that he always wants to keep the 0 and not concede goals. That's why I think the odds on Schalke are too high, because Hertha is the favorite here, but they didn't prove that they are really good at the moment. We can consider to bet on Schalke, but this is just speculation. What's no speculation is that there could be less goals here, because I think Schalke has to prepare in the defense. Their strikers are not very good. And I like a bet of under 2.5 goals here, and we get odds of 2.08 at the moment. And so I expect a close game, maybe 0-0, 1-1, maybe even a close win for Schalke here would be great. I bet back for them, but yeah, the undergoal bet I like here.
That's a Christmas wish, no? Asking for a Schalke victory after so many games. These 2 teams are low performing this season, and the next ones are for sure overperforming, especially Stuttgart, 7th in the standings. They lost the last game of 2020 against Wolfsburg, but still they are doing really well, and they face Leipzig. They missed a very good chance to keep the track of Bayern Munich with that draw against Cologne. So Now they have to bounce back and win against Stuttgart. They have a new signing, Lobos Lai. So they are adding more and more quality to the team. The odds, I don't know if it's high enough for you to take them, 1.91, considering how Stuttgart is strong this season.
Yeah, and the problem is Leipzig should win this game easily, but they are not in the best condition. So I watched the game against Cologne full time, and I was very disappointed here because Cologne was so bad. They made a lot of mistakes, and Leipzig had about 20 scoring opportunities, and they only scored one goal. And draw against Cologne, this is really not what I expect from a team who was in the Champions League half final and is now in the last round of the last 16 in Europe. And so Leipzig is a clear better team with Szoboszlai, who is one of the biggest talents in Europe, and I think they are even getting better. Stuttgart, yeah, they always made a great job. They overperformed a bit in this game. Usually I would like the odds of 1.85 on Leipzig, but everything I said is that Leipzig struggled a bit against Cologne, so I'm not really sure if they can beat Stuttgart here. That's why I won't bet.
Okay, probably also you think that the odds for Dortmund are too low. In the games we have on Sunday, Dortmund-Wolfsburg is a very, very good game. And we saw how Dortmund lost again against Union Berlin. They defend really poorly the corners. I mean, they don't defend, basically. And we saw Moukoko making history as the youngest player in the Bundesliga to score a goal. And now they face Wolfsburg. They beat Stuttgart, and now they are in Champions League position. This is a direct clash for both teams, looking to stay in the top 4 positions. And again, the odds for Dortmund are only 1.65.
Yeah, this is not fair that Dortmund is this huge favorite, because Wolfsburg only lost one game against Bayern Munich, and this game was really close. So Bayern only won because of the best player in the world, Robert Lewandowski. Congratulations, well deserved this honor. And but Wolfsburg is a very physical, strong team, and this can be a point for them, because, as you said, Dortmund has really problems to defend in standard situations. On the other hand, Wolfsburg is very good with their huge attacker Wout Weghorst, who's almost two meters high and I think 7 foot in yard system. And what is the reason why Dortmund is this clear favorite is, I think, because in the last 10 games Wolfsburg couldn't win a game against Dortmund. 9 wins for Dortmund, 1 draw. But we have a complete different situation here. I think Wolfsburg is the team of the hour. They are definitely good enough to take 1 point against Dortmund, maybe even 3. And that's why I like the huge odd on Wolfsburg, and I'm going for an Asian handicap +1 on Wolfsburg, 1.96 pure value here. If Dortmund wins with 1 goal in advantage, we get our money back. If there's a draw, we win the bet with almost odd of 2.0, and if Wolfsburg win as well. So this is a thing I like.
And we've seen how Dortmund is struggling at home, especially. So Wolfsburg can take advantage of it. And the last game we have is Bayern Munich Mainz. Very little to say about this game because, well, the most important thing is that Bayern are at the top of the table in 2020, like back to business. They beat 2 of the most difficult rivals in the last 2 games, like Wolfsburg and Leverkusen. None of them had lost a game before, with, as you said, the best player of 2020 scoring. And Mainz, they are struggling. They are only with 7 points. They lost 0-1 with Werder Bremen, only 1 victory this season, so for sure the second one is not going to be in the Allianz Arena.
Yeah, and another word to Robert Lewandowski, who scored 17 goals in 12 games in the Bundesliga so far, and this is he's looking for the all-time record of Gerd Müller, who scored 40 goals in 1 year in 1971, I think, about 50 years ago. And now Lewandowski, if he's fit and he's not injured, he really can break this record. But that's why I would say betting over 3.5 goals here is a good thing. You get odds of 1.75. I think the Asian handicap on Bayern is not very attractive because the odds are so low, but betting on a lot of goals means Bayern has to score 3 or 4 goals. I think that this should be a good thing, an easy thing against Mainz. If Mainz surprises here, okay, we cannot know that, but if we bet on a regular outcome, I think over 3.5 goals is a really good thing.
Should be an easy victory to start 2021. Let's see if the new year is as good as the previous one. It's going to be very difficult because Bayern has been the best team for sure of the continent in 2020. And you are also the best in odds on Bundesliga, Radek. We've done all to analyze these 9 games for the new year, for 2021. And we will keep listening in this year because Bundesliga is not stopping, and we will keep analyzing the German Championship. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you for watching. Subscribe and like this video if you want to see more of our predictions. Thank you, Eduardo. Bye.
Thank you. Now we have all the information we needed to place our bets in the first match day of 2021 in the Bundesliga. But I also want to know your opinion. So leave a comment below in the comment section and you will also have the chance to win a £10 free bet with Novibet. Just leave a comment and you will participate in the draw. And do not forget to click on the like button if you enjoyed the video, subscribe to our channel and click on the bell to get all the notifications. You can also listen to all our videos in our podcast. And we will be back very soon with more information and with more odds on Bundesliga.